Ever since this came into the world, I don't know, 20 years ago.
It's so cool.
Creators all over the planet have been using their ideas and tools like this to create a stupid amount of dopamine. But ChatGPT is going to try and steal that dopamine. And I don't think you should let it.
You okay?
I'm alright.
Tonight we're taking a deep dive into the world of AI with a special focus on ChatGPT.
When Steve Jobs first said 43 years ago that
a computer has always been a bicycle of the mind.
That was a beautiful statement because it's an analogy that describes that just like how we can use our physical bodies combined with a simple tool like a bicycle, with a computer we can do the same thing, but we can take the creativity in our minds and combine it with something like this. And then we combine that with even more tools like cameras, software, microphones, SD cards, hard drives, drones. And then we add all of that to planes, trains, motorbikes, and all of these other tools that humans have created. And before you know it, I'm stood under a waterfall on the other side of the planet, filming myself so I can tell a story and share it with the world. Oh. And that's beautiful. That process, that whole process is beautiful, it's incredible. It's only possible because of that combination of all those tools. But what's about to happen, scrap that, what's already happening with artificial intelligence is not beautiful. I think it's horrific because it's missing an essential ingredient from that beautiful process that I just described. And I want to tell you what that is. But first, whatever idea you've got, whether it's a YouTube video, a movie, a song, a poem, it all starts here. A cluster of a few neurons in your brain. And you need to get it from there to here. Something tangible, something real. For an example of this process, I'm going to talk about the last YouTube video I made. Last summer, last July, I was walking in the park with my girlfriend Sabrina, and I said to her, I want to make a video about how videos about travel should make you actually want to travel, not just want to watch more videos about travel. And she said to me, how about you tell the story in different locations as you're traveling around the world? The moment, the moment the words left her mouth and went into the atmosphere and entered my ears, it looked like this. And that is where it all starts. I think anyone can relate to this bit. Feels. This is dopamine hit number one. The amount of posts I've seen on LinkedIn in the past couple of weeks saying, use ChatGPT to come up with the ideas for your YouTube videos. That's the fucking fun bit. What follows this initial idea, sometimes a week later, sometimes an hour later, sometimes 5 seconds after you've had the idea, can only be described as absolute hell. It's the realization that this is going to be insanely hard to create. The biggest crash of dopamine in the whole process. In my example, this looks like me sat in my apartment on my own trying to piece together just the 10-second intro. Okay, so... And then me and Sabrina literally sat there with no money.
You've sorted out the camper van?
No, have I fuck? November 2022, we're just entering what is supposed to be the Great Depression. And me and Sabrina have had the amazing idea to go travelling with our credit card. Look, there's absolutely no doubt about it. This is the part where 99.9999999% of people quit. But if you can push past this part and just start.
Ready?
Yeah. 24 hours in Iceland starts now. Because the moment you start moving.
I can't see at all.
You start building. Pull up your sleeves and just jump in. Which means you can start failing. I've got nothing to say. It's just like, and I know that sounds counterproductive, but these hills are like the steepest hills. The fucking back brake just completely goes like the handle. That is what has to happen. Now I think content. Okay, so I think the content. I'm sweating so much.
Stop.
What follows are hundreds, potentially thousands of spikes and crashes, breakthroughs and failures. All it's done is rain. So you start again, and again, and again. But slowly, very, very, very slowly, the breakthroughs start to add up. This is the one! We're in the middle of a field, sat on an ant's nest, in a thunder rainstorm, until you get to the point where you get something that slightly resembles that idea that you had right back in the beginning. You collect together what you have. Your finger just hovers over that button, which is the final step to connecting what you had in your brain to the whole wide world.
Uno, dos, tres. 4, 5, 6.